All right, so it has been 23 days now since I broke my ankle, and it's been 20 days since my surgery, so 3 weeks. Um, so I got my air cast on Monday, and today is Thursday, so I've had it for 4 days. So far, not bad. Um, I feel like I'm even more scared for my ankle though, and I feel like I really do limit my movements even more than I did before, which is weird, I guess. But I feel like I'm just scared to move around too much. I don't want to hurt my ankle. I have been sticking to my low carbing though. I've lost weight. I do this weird hop thing on the scale where I balance myself off on the scale and stand still. If you do it with your cast on, then like -4 pounds. If you do it without your cast on, just be really freaking careful. Um, I did have an incident on, like, I think it was Tuesday. I was getting out of bed and I had my broken ankle on the bed. I had my left leg out to support me to stand up. And I don't know, the left side of my body just kind of fell. Luckily, my right leg was fine. It was like above ground, so it didn't get injured, but like my left hip got like a huge gash on it, which sucks because it's really sore and it makes going to sleep even more awkward having like a cast on one leg and then on the other side having a cut. It's just uncomfortable either way unless I lay on my back, but I hate laying on my back. It's just awkward to sleep that way. Um, so this week, I mean, they told me to move my ankle, so I'll show you what it looks like. Don't mind the mess. This is like where I live now. So this is what it looks like. Whoop. So I still have my cut. You can see. I don't know if you can. Yeah, so it really sucks. That's where I sleep. That's where my mess is. But so anyway, it still feels really fragile, and I noticed I have lost a lot of muscle on that leg versus my left leg. It's so weird. It's like it looks normal, but then you press your calf in and it's all gushy. It's just feels empty and weird. I'm sure it'll correct itself as soon as I start walking. But anyway, I was told I can put weight on my foot in 2 weeks, so I'm happy. It's already been 4 days, 10 more days to go. I have my follow-up appointment on April 5th. I haven't had follow-up x-rays yet. Initially, I thought I just had a plate and screws on my fibula, but when I went for my 2-week post-op checkup, I realized they actually put one long screw going all the way from my fibula through my tibia. So it's like all the way across, holding all three of the main bones that hold your ankle joint together, because they said when they were doing my surgery after they put the screws in, they tried to stress my bones just to see if it would hold, and I guess it was moving, so they had to go in and put that extra screw in. So I'm not really taking any Tylenol 3s anymore. I've lost 8 pounds, which is cool considering I haven't moved at all. But I've just been eating low carb, like I said, just mindful eating. When I'm just really bored and want a snack because I'm literally just sitting here, I'll drink broth. And that's been a giant lifesaver. With low carb, you can get away with more sodium, so it's been really great in terms of having the broth, because broth is a little bit higher in sodium, depending on which broth it is too. And more salt is almost actually encouraged for low carb, just because you do shed a lot of water. Anyway, I did notice that I was getting headaches, and I was very forgetful for the first few weeks after my surgery. So I did ask my doctor about it, and basically he said it's a effect of the general anesthetic that they use to put you out when you're getting your surgery done, so you can have some cognitive issues. And I actually looked it up online, and there are a few different articles in regards to it. So aside from that, I did take my first water shower type situation with a bowl, It was weird. I mainly just washed my legs, my arms, like my abdominal area, and like my chest. Not really my back. It was really, really awkward. I'm hoping that once my cut heals on my left side and my incision site is a little bit better healed, I can start to take full on baths with Epsom salt and lavender and baking soda again. It'll be weird getting out. I think all I'll have to do is wait for all the water to drain, wait for it to kind of dry up, put a towel on, maybe have my change of clothes nearby, and then get somebody to come help me out of the tub. I'm not sure how, because they don't have a shower chair. I know you can get chairs from Amazon, but anyway, so far so good. Pain is totally manageable. I feel like all my days are just a giant blur. As far as being depressed, I feel like I really just zone it out. The only time I realize I'm sad is when I turn the TV off and have like a moment of quiet to actually think. So I don't like doing that too often. Or every time I talk about my injury, I feel like I get kind of, teary. And it is shitty for sure. It sucks just being at home for 23 days. Like, I'm a very social person, so it sucks for me. It's depressing. But you know what? You can get through it. The time does go by really fast. Just hang in there. Oh, and for your leg, when you take your cast off initially and get into an air cast, it'll be shriveled up, dry, cracking. My foot looked like it was going to crack and start bleeding any second. So what I did was I put some Glycomed on it. I put just lotion, Glycomed, bio oil on it. I didn't put anything on the incision site because the nurse that gave me the air cast just told me not to put polysporin or anything on it. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to do that. I don't really care about a scar, to be honest. It's not something I'm worried about. I have scars. I'm totally okay with it. They add character, whatever. I have stretch marks. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I'm over that. But, yeah, so do be prepared for super dry foot, like, especially in, like, the crease of the ankle, like, right here. If you see what I mean, that gets extremely dry. So, you just need to have, like, some serious moisturization for that situation. Anyway, that's really it. I do know I need to start moving around more, and I need to get over my fear, and I need to start, using my crutches more, getting out of the house. I haven't been out of the house except for my follow-up appointment, and, like, once I sat in the car while my brother, like, went to go to the bank, and that's about it. It was nice, but, I mean, I'm just, in a way, I feel like I'm kind of low-key depressed, and I don't want to leave the house, but I think it's something I have to do, so I'm going to definitely try. And I will give you guys an update in a couple days.